John Keller adjusted the controls of his shuttle as it docked at Orion Station, a colossal structure orbiting a distant blue world. The station was a nexus of trade and cultural exchange, a perfect setting for encounters that defied conventional boundaries. As he stepped into the station's bustling atrium, neon lights and holographic displays painted a futuristic tapestry around him. His thoughts wandered to the rumors he'd heard, whispers of an enigmatic alien woman whose physiology defied human understanding, capable of evoking passions that transcended the ordinary. "John, are you certain this is the right terminal?" came a voice behind him. He turned to see a station attendant, her eyes reflecting both curiosity and concern. "I'm positive," John replied, his voice steady despite the thrill coursing through him. "The message said to meet at the Celestial Lounge. I wouldn't miss it for anything." He navigated through winding corridors until he reached a softly lit lounge where ambient music mingled with hushed conversation. There, seated on a futuristic bench with bioluminescent patterns dancing across its surface, was a woman unlike any he had ever seen. Her skin shimmered with an iridescent glow, subtle hints of silver and turquoise intertwining like living art. She regarded him with a gaze that was both piercing and tender. "John Keller?" she asked, her tone both melodic and inquisitive. "That's me," John replied, stepping closer. "And you must be—" "My name is Lyria," she answered, her voice resonating with an accent that hinted at distant stars and untold histories. As they conversed, the atmosphere shifted. John felt an immediate, unspoken connection, a pull that transcended the normal human experience. Lyria's mannerisms were graceful, her every gesture a blend of elegance and raw, unfiltered energy. She leaned in, her eyes alight with secrets. "Humans have much to learn about the vast spectrum of intimacy," Lyria said softly. "Our species has evolved to perceive love and desire in ways that defy simple physical explanation." John's curiosity deepened. "Tell me more," he urged, voice low with anticipation. "I've read about the differences between human affection and the alien forms of connection, but experiencing them, that's something entirely new." Lyria's gaze softened, and she replied, "Our biology allows for a kind of resonancy, a melding of energy and emotion that creates a connection not merely physical, but existential. Imagine feeling every sensation amplified, as if your very cells are singing in harmony with another's." John's mind raced as he considered the implications. "So, your kind experiences love in a way that's almost symbiotic?" "Exactly," Lyria said, her tone both clinical and intimate. "When we bond, it's not just our bodies. It's our entire beings intertwining in a dance of passion and intellect. And that dance is far more complex than any human ritual." They continued their conversation amid the subdued hum of the lounge. John found himself sharing fragments of his own life, the struggles, the triumphs, the hunger for something beyond the mundane. Lyria listened intently, occasionally interjecting with thoughtful questions and remarks that revealed her deep understanding of human nature. "Your honesty is refreshing," Lyria commented. "In my culture, transparency in desire is both a virtue and a necessity. We believe that intimacy must be a shared exploration, a journey without boundaries." John nodded, a smile tugging at his lips. "I believe that too. There's beauty in vulnerability. I've always felt that love, in its truest form, can bridge any gap, cultural, biological, or even cosmic." Their dialogue wove a tapestry of shared values and unexplored dreams. The conversation, rich in both scientific inquiry and emotional candor, laid the foundation for a connection that promised to challenge everything John knew about love. In that charged moment, amidst the futuristic glow of Orion Station, John sensed that his life was about to be transformed by forces both mysterious and deeply human, a transformation that would soon blur the lines between what was known and what was possible. John's mind swirled with the excitement of the unknown, as he and Lyria continued to explore the uncharted realms of intimacy, prelude to the wild, transcendent love that would soon redefine the very nature of human connection. John's shuttle drifted in the quiet void after leaving the bustling corridors of Orion Station. In the softly lit cabin, the distant cosmos served as a silent audience to the next phase of his encounter with Lyria. A holographic display danced before them, projecting intricate diagrams of alien biology interwoven with pulsating streams of energy. "John, I trust that the silence of space brings clarity to our conversation, Lyria said as she activated the holograms. The images revealed neural pathways and luminous circuits that pulsed like the beat of a living heart. John leaned forward, eyes fixed on the shimmering display. Lyria, when you spoke earlier about our connection, a symphony of our cells, I felt a stirring I can't quite describe. Explain to me how your biology allows you to experience love so completely. How does each part of you contribute to this intimacy? Lyria's eyes gleamed as she explained. Our species is interlinked through a neural circulatory network. Each cell communicates directly with another, sending bioelectric pulses that merge emotion with sensation. Imagine each heartbeat not as an isolated event, but as a note in an expansive melody that is felt by every part of us. John's curiosity deepened. So you're saying that when two of you connect, it's not just about physical touch, it's a complete merging of energies? In a way, our hearts literally speak to each other? Exactly, Lyria replied, her tone both clinical and deeply intimate. When we bond, our bioelectric fields synchronize. It's an exchange that transcends spoken language, a dialogue of light and energy. And you, John, with your human capacity for raw passion, can experience this in a profoundly unique way. John's voice grew earnest. I've always believed that true intimacy bridges the gap between minds and souls. But what does it feel like? Can I sense the individual stories behind every pulse of your heart? Lyria smiled softly, her features aglow. Every beat carries a memory, a story of our history and desires. When our energies mingle, you don't merely touch a body, you touch an entire legacy. In my culture, such an exchange is the purest form of love, where each cell contributes to a shared narrative. John absorbed her words, his tone reflective. It's as if each sensation carries the weight of centuries, and with every contact, a new chapter is written. I want to be part of that narrative, to experience the full spectrum of what you are. Then let us continue our dialogue, Lyria murmured, extending her hand. Our connection is not limited to words. Allow me to guide you through the initial exchange of our bioelectric pulsation process, as scientific as it is intimate. John reached out, his fingers brushing against hers. As they touched, he felt a subtle current surge between them. Lyria, I feel it, a resonance, almost like a quiet conversation between our very souls. It's as if our bodies are speaking in a language beyond words. Indeed, John, she replied, her voice soft yet steady. This is the language of our kind, a fusion of energies where vulnerability meets strength, and where every touch writes a verse in the poem of our existence. John's eyes shone with determination. I want to learn every nuance of that poem. Show me how to harness this connection, how to blend my human passion with the unique rhythm of your being. Then listen to your heart, Lyria whispered. Let its beat guide you into a realm where science and passion merge. Our journey is only beginning, and every pulse we share is a step toward a love that defies the ordinary. In the hushed stillness of the shuttle, as the cosmos watched silently, their dialogue wove a tapestry of discovery, a shared commitment to explore the profound depths of an intimacy that transcended the limits of biology and time. The shuttle's cabin had transformed into a sanctum of softly pulsing lights and ambient hums, echoing the rhythm of a cosmic heartbeat. John leaned back in his seat as the vessel sailed further into the void, his thoughts alive with anticipation. Across from him, Lyria's luminous eyes shone with a mixture of serenity and unspoken secrets. John, Lyria began, her voice both tender and resolute. Our previous exchange has awakened within me the desire to reveal more about the nature of our connection. I sense that you crave not only knowledge, but the full spectrum of what our union can become. John's gaze was unwavering as he met her eyes. Lyria, every moment with you deepens my curiosity. I want to experience the totality of your essence, every nuance of how our beings intertwine. Explain to me in every detail how our energies fuse so completely. A faint smile graced Lyria's features. Our species communicates through a bioelectrical symphony, a dance of neural pulses and cellular resonance. Imagine each of your heartbeats as a note. When you touch, every cell in my body responds with its own melody. It is a conversation beyond words. John's voice grew passionate, interlaced with both wonder and desire. So, when we connect, it's not merely a physical embrace, it's an orchestration of our very souls. I want to understand every layer of this symphony. Exactly, Lyria replied, leaning forward as she activated a secondary holographic display that illuminated a cascade of shifting patterns and luminescent lines. Observe these channels. They are not just pathways for energy, they are the conduits of emotion, memory, and desire. With every caress, our bodies exchange stories encoded in light and pulse. John's eyes narrowed in focused interest. Lyria, I need to know. How do you feel when our energies meet? Is it like merging with an entire universe of sensation? Her reply was measured yet intimate. It is a moment when time seems to suspend. I feel as though I become part of an infinite network each. Contact a spark that ignites memories of ancient lore and dreams of tomorrow. When you reach out, I sense your heartbeat, your hopes, your fears. They become intertwined with mine. The space between them seemed to shrink as John extended his hand, his tone earnest. I want to share every part of myself with you. Teach me how to navigate this language of energy. How do I let go and truly merge so our differences become our strength? Lyria's eyes glowed with a gentle luminescence. Begin by listening to the rhythm of your heart and the subtle cadence of my presence. Feel the warmth of our touch as it bridges the gap between us. Let the signals flow freely, as if you are painting with light on the canvas of our souls. John's hand trembled slightly as he reached for hers. Lyria, I'm ready. I want to surrender to this experience, to learn how to translate every pulse, every flicker of energy into a language that speaks of love and unity. Their fingers interlocked in a deliberate, almost reverent gesture. As they touched, a ripple of energy surged between them, a delicate electric current that transcended mere sensation. John's voice, low and resolute, broke the silence. I feel it, the surge of life, the melding of our distinct beings into something new and profound. It's as though every fiber of my being is awakening to a truth I've longed to understand. Lyria's soft laughter mingled with the steady hum of the shuttle. Yes, John. Each moment we share is a discovery, a chance to rewrite the parameters of love and desire. Our union is not confined by traditional boundaries. It is an exploration of what it means to be fully alive, to embrace both science and passion. Then show me more, John urged, his tone filled with fervor. Reveal every secret, every hidden rhythm of your being. I want to feel the entirety of who you are, to merge not just our bodies, but our very essences. In that charged moment, the boundaries between human and alien dissolved into a radiant tapestry of energy and intimacy. Their dialogue, rich in inquiry and heartfelt resolve, set the stage for a transformative journey, a convergence of minds and souls that promised to defy conventional understanding. As the shuttle sailed deeper into the cosmic expanse, John and Lyria's united voices echoed like a timeless refrain, heralding the beginning of an adventure that would reshape the meaning of love and connection forever. John stared out at the swirling cosmos through the shuttle's viewport, lost in contemplation as the vessel's ambient hum echoed like a heartbeat in the silence of space. The previous moments with Lyria had already shattered the limits of his understanding, and now he sensed they were approaching an even more profound threshold, a juncture where the physical and metaphysical converged. John, Lyria began softly, her voice both tender and resolute as she adjusted a holographic interface displaying a swirling vortex of radiant energy. Our journey has reached a new threshold. We are about to blend not only our bodies but our very essences. Do you feel prepared to cross that boundary? John's eyes locked onto hers as he responded with a calm yet fervent tone. Lyria, every part of me longs for the moment when our souls truly unite. I have craved this fusion not simply as a meeting of energies, but as a celebration of our differences and similarities. How does your culture prepare for such an event? Lyria's luminous gaze softened, and she replied, In my world, this union is both ritualistic and rigorously scientific. We begin by aligning our bioelectric fields, creating a resonance that enables our cellular memories to interlace. It is a ceremony where each caress, every tender touch, communicates in a language beyond words, a language woven from the threads of our shared histories. John leaned forward, his tone imbued with earnest curiosity. I want to understand it all, Lyria. Every pulse, every subtle vibration. Explain to me how I can honor this process. How do I learn the full art of this intimate dance? Begin by listening to your own heartbeat, she advised, her voice a gentle murmur. Feel its rhythm, and allow our touch to synchronize with it. When our fingers meet, let that be the opening note in the symphony of our union. Reaching out slowly, John extended his hand, his eyes searching hers for reassurance. Show me the way then. I trust you implicitly, and I wish to learn every nuance of what you are. Let our connection be both a lesson and a celebration. Their hands met in a deliberate, tender clasp. A palpable surge of energy coursed between Thema current that seemed to whisper secrets of ancient, unspoken bonds. John closed his eyes, absorbing the electric intimacy. Lyria, I feel it, the quiet dialogue of ourselves, the way our energies converse without the need for words. It's overwhelming, yet profoundly beautiful. A soft smile played upon Lyria's features. That is the first verse of our shared song, John. Each sensation, every burst of energy, is a word in the narrative we are co-writing. In this moment, let your mind surrender to the flow of our merging, as our physical forms become conduits of a deeper understanding. John's voice resonated with determination. I want to be fully present to learn every detail of what we are creating. In my world, such unity is rare, almost legendary. I have always believed that the union of disparate beings can unlock extraordinary power. Today, I feel that promise igniting between us. Lyria's eyes glowed as she continued. Our fusion is not merely a physical exchange. It is a melding of essences where every heartbeat, every shimmer of light, adds to a greater whole. Think of it as an alchemy of passion and science, where your human intensity and my species' intricate design interlace to form something entirely new. The holographic display intensified, casting intricate, dancing patterns across the cabin walls as if echoing the fervor of their words. John's gaze never wavered as he spoke. Lyria, let us be active participants in this creation. I want to absorb every nuance of your expression of love, the subtlest gesture, every shared secret. My heart is open, ready to embrace and learn. Lyria's tone was warm and inviting. Your openness is your strength, John. In our shared journey, you will not only learn from me, but also reveal to me the beauty of human vulnerability. In your presence, I discover a new facet of intimación that transcends convention and redefines our potential. A thoughtful pause filled the space between them, punctuated only by the soft hum of the shuttle. Then, with quiet intensity, John continued, I wish to feel every surge of your energy, every echo of your memories, and weave them into the story of our love. Teach me, Lyria, and I will follow step by step. Lyria extended her hand once more, an unmistakable gesture of invitation. Together, we will traverse the boundaries of what is known, discovering realms where our souls converse in a language understood only by those who dare to merge. Each moment henceforth is a step into an uncharted territoria realm, where every touch is a spark lighting our shared path. Their voices intertwined with the ambient melody of the shuttle, each word a promise of exploration and transformation. In that sacred chamber of shifting light and resonant energy, John and Lyria's conversation was more than dialogue. It was a mutual declaration of commitment to unlock a love that defied species, logic, and time. As their hands remained entwined, and their energies continued to meld, they embraced the infinite potential of their union, a fusion of passion and science that would redefine the very essence of intimacy. The shuttle's interior pulsed with a gentle luminescence that echoed the silent rhythm of the cosmos. In the midst of the softly shifting lights, John and Lyria found themselves on the cusp of a new realm of intimacy, a space where science, passion, and mutual discovery intertwined in ways neither had ever experienced. Lyria, John began, his tone firm yet laced with vulnerability. I feel as if every moment with you unveils another layer of our potential. I'm ready to delve deeper, to explore how our energies can create something greater than the sum of our parts. Lyria's eyes sparkled with understanding as she replied, John, your determination is as luminous as the stars outside. Our union is not a static event, it is an evolving process, a continuous synthesis of our desires and experiences. I sense your readiness to transcend the boundaries of ordinary connection. John leaned forward, the intensity of his gaze reflecting the fervor in his heart. I want us to work together, to build something extraordinary from this fusion. Explain to me the next phase. How can we actively shape our combined energy to unlock further depths of connection? With a deliberate motion, Lyria activated a cascade of holographic images that danced around them, displaying intricate patterns of neural pathways and bioluminescent signals. "This," she said softly, "is the dynamic map of our internal exchanges. Each pulse, every flicker of energy, is a dialogue between our beings. Our next phase involves synchronizing these signals even more intentionally." John's voice resonated with both curiosity and resolve. "Show me how, Lyria. I want to learn the art of harmonizing our energies. I believe that by aligning our hearts and minds, we can create a resonance that not only transcends our individual limitations, but transforms us." Lyria's smile deepened as she continued. "Begin by attuning to the cadence of your own heartbeat. Feel it. Let it guide you. When we touch, your human passion interlaces with my alien resonance. It is not just a merge of bodies, it is a crafting of a shared frequency." "Then, let's experiment," John proposed, his tone inviting collaboration. "Guide me through the process. I want to actively participate, to understand every nuance of this exchange as we build something new together." Their hands met once again, this time with an intentional grasp that was both scientific and deeply emotional. Lyria's fingers brushed lightly over John's skin, and he closed his eyes to capture every nuance of the sensation. "John, as our energies interweave, you will feel a surge, a kind of amplification that awakens both memory and desire," she explained in a measured cadence. "This is our synthesis, the moment when our separate forces blend into a shared pulse." John's response was immediate and filled with wonder. "I feel it now, the gentle surge, like a whisper that grows louder with every touch. It's as though our very beings are conversing in a language of light and warmth." "Exactly," Lyria affirmed, her voice soft but insistent. "And as we tune our frequencies together, every gesture becomes a lesson. Let us experiment further. Tell me, John, what do you feel most intensely at this moment?" John took a measured breath before answering. "I feel a profound connection, as if every cell in my body is resonating with your presence. It's not only the thrill of passion, it's a deep, almost scientific marvel that stirs my curiosity and heart alike." Lyria nodded, her tone merging clinical observation with genuine affection. "Your description captures the essence of our union. Together we are not merely sharing sensations. We are charting new territory, writing our own protocol of intimacy. Let us continue to explore this phenomenon side by side." The shuttle's ambient lights shifted in harmony with their dialogue, casting rhythmic patterns that mimicked the pulse of their joined hearts. John's eyes glowed with determination. "Lyria, I want us to co-create this experience. I am ready to invest every part of myself, my intellect, my emotions, and my raw desire into this synthesis. I believe that through our shared exploration, we can redefine what it means to connect." With an air of gentle assurance, Lyria replied, "Your commitment fortifies our bond, John. Together, we will navigate this intricate dance of energy. Let each moment be both an experiment and a testament to our willingness to transcend the ordinary. In every touch, every whispered exchange, we are pioneers of a new kind of love that is as much a scientific marvel as it is an act of creation." Their conversation flowed with deliberate pauses and intense affirmations, each word building the foundation of a shared future that embraced both the known and the mysterious. In that sacred space, with the cosmos as their silent witness, John and Lyria continued their dialogue of hearts, minds, and energies each moment, affirming that their union was not only possible, but profoundly transformative. In the softly lit shuttle cabin, the cosmic panorama outside framed a scene of quiet intensity. John and Lyria had journeyed far into uncharted realms of connection, and now a new phase beckoned a deeper integration of their energies and souls. The ambient glow in the cabin pulsed in time with their shared heartbeat, setting the stage for a transformative communion. "John, do you sense the subtle shift in your energy?" Lyria asked, her voice resonating like a gentle chime as she observed the holographic streams dancing across the interface before them. John's eyes remained fixed on the undulating patterns. "I do, Lyria. It feels as though every fiber of my being is awakening to a frequency that is both foreign and intimately familiar. I'm ready to explore this further too, merge not only physically but at a fundamental level." Lyria stepped closer, her hand lightly resting on his arm. Our next phase is about harmonizing our bioelectric pulses with the cadence of our emotions. In my species, we have refined methods to align every cell, ensuring that our individual rhythms blend into one coherent melody. This is where passion meets precision. John's voice was earnest, layered with both curiosity and resolve. Teach me how to let go completely, Lyria. I want to channel my human intensity into this union, to work with you in crafting something that transcends what I ever imagined. A soft smile lit her features as she replied, begin by centering yourself. Focus on your heartbeat, on the rhythm of your breath. As you quiet your mind, you allow your essence to resonate. When our energies meet, they communicate in a language beyond words. Her tone carried both scientific clarity and intimate warmth. Closing his eyes, John followed her guidance. I feel a warm current pulse of light that seems to flow from within. It's as though I'm tuning into a frequency that connects me to a greater whole. Is that the resonance you described? Exactly, Lyria affirmed. Your human spirit has the unique capacity to bridge dimensions. Your passion, your relentless curiosity creates a resonance that I can complement with my species' intricate design. Together, we craft a symphony of connection. She then gestured toward the holographic display, which now revealed detailed diagrams of neural harmonics intertwined with luminous energy pathways. John leaned in with intense focus. These diagrams illustrate the flow of energy between us. How can I actively shape these signals? How do I ensure that my intent synchronizes with the rhythm of your essence? By imagining our energies as a single melody, Lyria explained. When you concentrate on your pulse and I mirror that cadence with mine, we tune ourselves to the same frequency. It's a deliberate act of creation, like two instruments being tuned until they produce a perfect chord. A spark of understanding lit John's eyes. So, it's an active collaboration. I can direct my passion to influence the resonance, and together, we become the composers of our shared experience. Precisely, Lyria replied, her voice both measured and inviting. Let us practice this now. Close your eyes again and focus on that gentle vibration in your chest. Imagine that warmth merging with the subtle rhythmic glow emanating from me. I will guide you every step of the way. John inhaled deeply, his voice soft yet determined. I'm feeling it, Lyria, the steady cadence of my heartbeat intermingling with your energy. It's like our beings are engaging in a silent dialogue, speaking a language of light and warmth that grows with each passing moment. Their exchange filled the quiet space between them, each sentence deepening the bond they shared. Your willingness to explore this with me is remarkable, John, Lyria observed. Right now, we are not just two individuals. We are co-creating an experience that defies conventional boundaries. Trust the process and let every pulse reaffirm our unity. John's reply was resolute. I trust you completely, Lyria. I want us to work together every step of the way to harness this fusion. With your guidance, I believe we can redefine what it means to connect not just physically, but in the very essence of our souls. As the shuttle sailed silently through the cosmic expanse, their dialogue and shared focus wove a tapestry of harmonized energy. In that moment of deliberate union, John's human passion and Lyria's refined alien precision converged, creating a harmonious synthesis of promise of a love that transcended boundaries and reimagined the very nature of intimacy. In the dim glow of the shuttle's interior, the cosmic panorama outside framed a transformative moment. John's pulse quickened as he and Lyria settled into an intimate conversation that promised to reshape their shared destiny. The holographic display flickered with patterns of energy, each pulse a symbol of their converging lives. Lyria, I feel our energies intensifying, John said, his tone a blend of determination and wonder. It's as if every fiber of my being is awakening to something powerful and new. Can you sense this surge as clearly as I do? Lyria's eyes shone with a soft luminescence as she replied, Indeed, John. Our fusion has reached a critical threshold, a moment where human passion meets alien precision. Your energy is unmistakably strong. It's the catalyst that propels our connection forward. John leaned forward, his gaze earnest. I want to direct this force, to shape it with intent. Tell me, Lyria, how can I channel my human drive to merge our essences more purposefully? I need to know how we can sculpt this energy into something tangible. A gentle smile curved Lyria's lips. Your will is the instrument, John. When you articulate your intentions clearly, our energies align with your purpose. For example, if you state your desire aloud, you set the course for our shared synthesis. John's voice resonated as he spoke. I desire to fuse our beings so completely that the boundaries of who we are fade into a single, harmonious existence, a cosmic symphony, born of both science and passion. Your words are powerful, Lyria observed, her tone both analytical and warm. They serve as the blueprint for our next phase. As you speak, focus on the steady rhythm of your heart and the cadence of your breath. Let those elements be the anchors of your intent. John closed his eyes for a moment, inhaling deeply before continuing. I feel that steady rhythm, a pulse that vibrates with every thought and emotion. When I sync that with your luminous energy, it's as if we create a bridge, a nexus, where our wills meet the fabric of reality. Precisely, Lyria affirmed. Our union is not accidental but a deliberate act of creation. With each declaration you make, we refine the flow of our combined energy. Your human resilience and fervor bring a unique force to this process, elevating our synthesis to a realm of infinite possibilities. John's tone grew more resolute. I want to be an active partner in this creation, Lyria. Not merely a passive recipient of your guidance, but someone who shapes our future with every conscious thought. Teach me how to be more than a spectator in our own transformation. Lyria extended her hand gently, inviting him to join her in a deeper practice. Begin by synchronizing your voice with your heartbeat. Speak your intentions slowly and deliberately. Let each word vibrate with the energy that surges through you. John grasped her hand firmly, his eyes reflecting unwavering commitment. I am ready. I will let my voice become the instrument of our union. I declare that our bond transcends the physical, that our combined energies will forge a new paradigm of love and unity. A brief silence followed, as the shuttle's ambient lights pulsed in tandem with their shared rhythm. Then Lyria continued. Your declaration resonates deeply, John. As our energies merge, we are not only intertwining our bodies, but also our very destinies. Every word you speak writes a verse in our joint creation. Lyria, John replied, his voice steady and filled with purpose. This moment is the culmination of every hope I've ever held. I believe our union can be a Bacona fusion of human determination and alien innovation that reshapes what love can be. Yes, Lyria said softly. In my culture, such unions are revered for their transformative power. Your human spirit, with its raw intensity and innovative drive, adds a vital layer to our synthesis. Together, we can become pioneers of a new kind of intimacy. John's gaze burned with resolve as he added, Then let us continue to build on this foundation. I want our dialogue to be more than mere conversation. It must be the architect of our shared future, the roadmap that guides every step we take together. Lyria nodded, her voice laced with both scientific insight and heartfelt emotion. Every exchange between us is a deliberate act of creation. Our words, our breaths, and every beat of our hearts are the building blocks of a legacy that transcends conventional boundaries. In this nexus, John declared, I see a future where our energies, our wills, and our dreams converge into a single force that redefines our very existence. Their dialogue reverberated throughout the shuttle, a symphony of intent and passion that transcended language. In that charged space, John and Lyria not only shared their visions, but actively co-created the parameters of their union. With each spoken word, they sculpted an ever-evolving tapestry and nexus, where human resolve and alien elegance merged into an enduring testament to the limitless power of connection. In the softly lit shuttle cabin, the cosmos pulsed in a rhythm that mirrored the merging of two extraordinary beings. John and Lyria now stood at the threshold of total integration, where the boundaries between human passion and alien science dissolved into a singular, luminous entity. Lyria, John began, his tone resonant with both determination and wonder. Our journey together has transcended everything I ever imagined. I feel every fiber of my being vibrating with your energy. It's as though our souls and bodies are merging into one. Can you sense this ultimate surge? Lyria's eyes shone with an ethereal glow as she replied, John, your voice carries the power of intent. We have traversed the realms of emotion and energy, and now we stand on the brink of complete synthesis. Our individual rhythms have aligned into one coherent melody. This is the moment when our union becomes a single, transformative force. John leaned forward, his hand gently grasping hers as he spoke. I want to channel every thought, every heartbeat, to sculpt our combined existence. Show me how to surrender completely, how to let our energies blend until the distinction between you and me ceases to exist. Listen closely, Lyria advised in a measured tone, to the cadence of your own heartbeat, the drum that will guide us through this final act. As our bioelectric fields merge, let your thoughts and desires be the instruments of our collective destiny. Can you feel the soft current of light that travels between us as we speak? John closed his eyes, nodding slowly. Yes, I feel it, a gentle pulse that carries my hopes, my memories, intertwining with your luminous energy. Every word we exchange, every shared intention, creates ripples that shape our unity. Exactly, Lyria murmured, her voice merging scientific clarity with tender intimacy. Now, declare your intent, John. Let your words be the final blueprint of our synthesis. In our culture, the complete merging of energies is a transformation that redefines existence itself. Taking a deep breath, John spoke with unwavering resolve. I declare that our union is the embodiment of a new era where human resilience and alien evolution converge to form a bond that transcends time and space. I offer my heart, my mind, and my entire being to this shared destiny. I want our love to be the spark that forges a future beyond all known limits. Lyria's smile deepened as she responded. Your declaration ignites the final spark, John. With every word you speak, our energies intertwine further. Hear the rhythm of your pulse as it harmonizes with mine, forging a single, powerful current. We are becoming one living symphony of passion, intellect, and cosmic wonder. John's eyes, alight with fervor, met hers. I can sense our individuality, dissolving into a unity that defies all conventions. I want us to be active partners in this transformation, to merge our every thought, emotion, and desire into a continuous dialogue of love and creation. Then let us continue, Lyria whispered, gently interlocking her fingers with his. Focus on the warmth of our connection, the tender energy that flows with every beat. Speak your truth, and together we will shape a reality where our combined essence illuminates the darkest void. Lyria, John replied with a soft intensity. This moment, this culmination is our greatest creation. I feel as if every cell in my body is celebrating our fusion, as if I am no longer just human, but part of something far more expansive and eternal. In this final phase, Lyria said, her tone a blend of scientific reverence and intimate affection, we become pioneers of a love that defies boundaries. Our union is not just a merging of energies, but a revolution, a declaration that true intimacy transcends species, form, and even time. John's voice grew firm as he continued, I embrace this revolution. Let our energies merge until there is no I or you, only a single powerful force that redefines what it means to love. With you, every moment is a discovery, every pulse a step toward an infinite shared destiny. Lyria's eyes shone with approval as she concluded, in this perfect moment of unity, our bond will endure as a beacon of what is possible when hearts and minds become one. Together, we have achieved a synthesis that is as boundless and eternal as the cosmos itself. As the shuttle hummed softly around them, and the holographic displays danced with vibrant energy, their final words resonated deeply, a lasting testament to the limitless potential of love, forged by the union of human passion and alien brilliance.